Hey!
Gregory Martire.
Chip Chantry.
Good to see you, man.
The infamous.
It is. I am infamous. Yeah. Welcome to my neighborhood, man. This is
Thank you for having me
the heart of
here.
South Philly, right here. 10th and Carpenter, Bardacino Park. We can play a little bocce if you want. I mean,
Sure.
that's always a
That's
always
why
a
I'm
highlight
here.
right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get your bocce league tonight.
Of course.
So yeah, we're ready to go. I got my neighborhood coffee shop right over here, Function, which is always fun.
Function, okay.
Yeah. And should we take a little tour? So we're in Bella Vista right now, which is a fancy way of saying the Italian market, basically. So you want to go? You want to look at the Italian market?
Can you take us around?
Let's
Show
do it.
us your neighborhood, what it's
Yeah.
like to live here. All about living in Philadelphia.
So yeah, this is the neighborhood, Greg.
Okay.
Right up here, we got Tabachoy, which is a great Filipino restaurant, just opened. It was he had a food truck in the city. It was so popular that he got his first brick and mortar place. So this is half a block for me, which is amazing Filipino food.
Convenient.
Yeah. But yeah, this is 10th Street. We're gonna head over to 9th Street in just a minute, where the Italian market is.
Right.
It's where I get all my produce, my vegetables. I'm a healthy guy. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of unhealthy stuff I can get there too.
Sure.
Which is a lot of fun. Actually, speaking of unhealthy, but delicious and amazing, we got to go to my favorite bakery of all time.
Okay. No, I love how there's Filipino here, and this is a big like Mexican restaurant area too, right?
So much diversity here. You have, I mean, just cuisines alone. We have, of course, it's the Italian market. So we have Italian, Mexican, Indonesian, Indian food. Filipino, Vietnamese, it's so much good food. We used to travel everywhere for restaurants. We've gotten so lazy. We don't go more than 5 blocks anymore because we literally have every restaurant we need within a 5-block radius.
So now you walk to everything. So the calories that you eat, you walk them off on the way home, right?
Yes,
Is that
that's
kind
what
of
makes it. That's what makes it special. That's what makes it super healthy. That's what I can do.
Gotcha.
Right. But right around the corner here this is where it gets dangerous. This is where I had a problem when I first moved in here, okay? And I think you're gonna understand this, Greg. Actually, we're sort of in the Bermuda Triangle. Right here is Santucci's.
Okay.
Great
That's
pizza.
like the yeah.
Yeah, so we got that right here. Very easy access to that.
Yes.
And then right across the street right here is the Danger Zone. Is since 1904, Isgro's Italian pastries.
Oh, yeah.
You can smell it right now.
Sure.
It hits you, right? I wish you guys could smell it at home.
Oh, man. They
This
don't have
is,
that smell-o-vision yet.
I know.
Oh, yeah. And that's over 100 years, 1904.
1904. Let's try to do the math on that. 119 years. Did I do the math right? And it's I've had 119 years worth of cannolis.
Right.
Definitely. It's a great spot. The smell is just, it constantly billows down our street, which is really dangerous. But I mean, just the greatest cakes, cookies, eclairs, whatever you want. Isgro's.
That's like free advertising right there.
It really is. Just
They should charge for that.
smell.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. When we first moved to the neighborhood, within probably 6 months, I put on 20 pounds just because it's right here. And then I was like, all right, I got to moderate. I got to make this. I got to start walking everywhere and making it healthier.
Right, you have to extend your lifespan to enjoy all
Exactly.
all that it has to provide. So this is 10th and Christian.
Yep.
Okay. What should someone order the first time they're in here?
Definitely our cannolis.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sold me on cannolis. Which one, madam? Which one do you suggest?
So we actually have 4 different kinds. We have the mascarpone in the case, and then we hand fill the book with chocolate chips.
Do you sell a full-size
Yeah.
cake or full-size?
I gotta have a traditional. Yeah.
Yeah, traditional.
Plus this recording of me paying.
Then I'll take
this
2 of
one.
these,
Yeah.
1 of these,
Can I
4
get
of
the
those.
tray of
You guys
the
eat.
Just all great stuff. Just all.
almond horns? Oh.
Okay. And you guys will do something like
It's dangerous.
Yeah,
It's
and
dangerous.
that's like
Greg.
if any message that you would want on there, we can write on there.
Point out the world's
And they're all
richest
round,
brownie,
right?
please.
Okay.
Yeah, take a copy of your receipt.
Just the eclairs are dangerous, right?
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Okay.
See you soon.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
So how many cannoli you make in a day?
It really depends on the day. Typically on Tuesdays, I'd say maybe like 100 or so.
Okay.
On the weekends, we actually have the guys downstairs, the bakers, fill them because we tend to fly through them so fast.
Nice.
Did you want powdered sugar?
Just, yeah, perfect.
Did you want me to put them in a box or just wrap them in a bag?
Just bags fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not lasting that long.
Yeah,
they're not.
I mean, you could just pour the
Just
filling.
throw them over right in the mouth. Yeah, we can catch them like a dog. That's exactly how we'll do it.
I already ate mine, so you don't even need the bag. You have to say something about you, though. We're old friends.
Yep.
And new friends. We're young but old. All right, we've known each other a
let's,
while.
let's not go in that.
Okay,
yes.
yeah, we'll just
not
leave it
old.
past.
We're not old friends. We're long time friends.
That's
long
it.
time.
Yes, that's it. Chip is a very funny guy. Now, he hasn't been funny yet, but I promise it'll happen.
Yeah.
Television writer, comedy club winner, award. What was that award you won?
Yeah, Philly's funniest.
Yes.
You like that?
Yeah, I do. I like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Philadelphia Magazine named me. See, look at me talking about myself right now.
Well,
we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk
that's
about
right. Sorry. Show us around the hood.
neighborhood.
Let's start. Let's go.
Let's go this way.
All right,
Nice street.
Here we go.
So now we're walking. This is Montrose Street. We're walking from 10th Street right down to 9th.
Okay.
AKA the Italian Market, street market. We'll hit the piazza. I can't wait to get. I can't believe we made it a block and a half already without eating those.
I mean, one or two of them might have a bite taken out of it. So don't hold it against me. But
As long as you have most of them, we're good.
yeah, it's a little bit. I say do a little bit. Dude, oh, here we go. It's beautiful over here.
And then we got the piazza right here.
So here we go. Oh my gosh, cheers.
Greg,
Look at this. Look at this. Look at the cheese.
cheers.
And go on. Oh my god.
This is 20 paces from my apartment. Greg, do you know how dangerous that is?
So these are the hand-filled ricotta with the chocolate chip.
You say it much better than I do.
Yeah, well, I've been practicing.
So, my favorite weekend of the year, bigger than Christmas, is Italian Market Festival weekend. It's usually like the third weekend in May. They shut down all of 9th Street here, all the cars are gone, and just thousands and thousands of people coming. Best food, best drinks. And one of the highlights is this pole right here with the DeBruno Brothers sign on it. Metal pole, a couple stories high. They grease it, and then you have teams of people who try to climb the grease pole to get prizes that are hanging up on that wheel up there. So all day you just have teams of guys that are shimmying up a grease pole to win sausages and cheese and stuff like that. I mean, what better prize is that?
Yeah, I mean that's how you normally get. That's how you get your sausages and cheeses here.
Where do you
South
see how
Philly.
Greg has to earn his lunch? It's gonna be wild.
So
All right, right here we got Nanny
is it.
Franco's. This is one of my favorite pizza spots. My wife and I, it's literally a block from us. Great pizza.
This is great.
Yeah, it's got music lessons. I walk my dog past here every night. There's always people taking guitar lessons. You got kids, babies taking music lessons. You know, like you got some great sandwiches right here.
Yeah, it's a tongue. Yeah. Andrew Zimmerman. Okay. Down. So they got restaurants. They got pizzas. They got produce. They even got sushi.
Oh, we got sushi. Some of the greatest sushi right up here. So this is Anthony's. Get some coffee. Get some pastries right here too. Get pastries on pastries.
A little gelato. It's delicious. Now, what I like about, I mean, a lot of places, but they cater to the pets too.
Oh, yeah.
They cater to pets here.
Yes. We got some dog grooming here. Half the places we go in, my dog has to come in because they give him free treats. So you got a dog, they love that. And right here is one of our favorite sushi places right here, Kyushu Sushi and Ramen, which is a great spot. I mean, cannolis and sushi, there's nothing, it's a perfect combination.
Of course not. It's like, that's the Japanese cannoli.
right there.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what I'm noticing is you could walk like, I don't know, 4 or 5 block radius and literally get any kind of food, little drink, little snack,
Yep.
like a supermarket. I mean, fresh produce we're coming up on, like pastry.
I think this is our fourth coffee shop we've seen since we've gone 2 blocks.
But like even like a little hardware John there,
Yep.
to speak Philadelphian John. But it's so you're living in you live in the neighborhood. You don't have to drive. You don't have to.
I use my car maybe once a week if I'm going out to the
Okay.
show, going out to the suburbs, going to visit my parents. But grocery shopping, restaurants, anything, going to the grocery store, going to CVS, which is great. So yeah, so I almost never touch my car. You don't have to get in your car. You're just, what you lose in space probably in a house or an apartment, you're not going to have the same space as you would in the suburbs, but you just have access to everything right here.
I love it.
Which is great. Got a bunch of butcher shops here, so you want fresh meat.
Oh, sure.
We're gonna get
Fresh
produce
cuts,
up
yeah.
here. I mean,
Look at the bacon and
the Easter hams. Yeah, the bacon.
Look, you got 2 hams right here.
Just a couple hams. Hey, a couple hams.
4 hams.
Right here. Hanging in the window.
Ew.
Villadoroma, one of my favorite Italian places. Paisano sandwiches.
So they got enough. They got a spot for private parties here. I pay like $4.99 in Valley Forge for that.
It's absurd. You go and I'll get just a bag of groceries and it's like $10. I mean, it's just it's fresh. It's right.
Yeah, it's
right
right
from
on
the farm. You have the produce section of your groceries. This is the produce section of my neighborhood right here. Anything you want, any kind of fruits and vegetables, super reasonable. Yeah.
My kids eat like 2 of these a day, and I pay like seriously double that.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, there's a turducken. Look at those peppers. Love it.
Pineapples here.
Sure. And look, anything that would be out in the sun, they got the ice on it. That's
Yep.
great. I love it.
So this offsets our cannolis right here. This is the healthy section
Okay.
of it. So it's not all bad for you. There's a lot of healthy stuff right here. So I mean, do you want papayas? You get papayas. I mean, I don't know
Sure.
where else you get. Right here
course.
in South Philly.
South Street-esque, it's reminding me of. But look, they got fresh seafood here. Look at what the ice.
You ever need a CD? Right here.
Okay. Now look, we got a better deal here. This is 2 for $5. I'm telling you, these are $5 in my local Giant. 2 for $5. Love it. Mangoes.
Oh, we got another great fish market coming up here.
Yeah.
It's just nonstop food. I mean, that's all we got down there. Here we go.
Look at this.
Got some salmon, got some scallops.
Decent price too. Look at it. Look at the striped bass, $13.99 a pound.
So we saw, I'd say a little over half of the produce that they sell. I mean, that's how much.
Amazing.
So yeah, you get a bag. It's super cheap, which is great. Try to stay healthy. Get some apples.
Yeah.
Get some spinach.
To combat that ricotta.
Yeah, I love it. Greg, I know there's one thing, and I don't know a lot about real estate, but I know there's one thing that's so important, and it's one word you repeat 3 times, and you know what that word is. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yes.
Gargoyles, gargoyles, gargoyles.
That is the word.
Right? I mean, that's what everybody asks for in a house, right? You're like, all right, it's 1,500 square feet. We got this many 2.5 baths. It's like, how many gargoyles? They've got at least 2 that we know.
These are the South Philly coveted
Yeah,
gargoyles.
gargoyles. Yeah.
Now, you want to get a tour? Give me a call. I'll somehow try to arrange it.
He might even throw a couple extra gargoyles in. That's kind of powers he got.
Our other wonderful, funny friend Mary that joined us for our Zoom event lives right here on the corner. We're gonna knock. She doesn't know we're coming. Maybe we shouldn't knock.
Yeah, I don't know. You never know. You never know. We got Taco Heart here, which is great breakfast tacos. So I mean, tacos, they're not just for dinner anymore, Greg. They're for breakfast.
Didn't they say tacos can solve world peace or something? I think I heard.
I've had a couple that definitely could. I will tell you that. So Chrissy, you're the chef here at South Philly Barbacoa, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. And I wanted to stop because I was just here last weekend and we got a kilo of the barbacoa. It was delicious. The soup was delicious too.
You come back, please. And yes, open today for Ramadan Day.
Okay.
And the special people coming here not eat pork.
Okay.
And it's open for in the afternoon, 9 o'clock. Entonces maybe you try one more.
Yeah,
one
sure.
taco,
That'd be great.
Very nice quesadillas. And enjoy.
And congratulations too. Last year she was the, if I get this right, the James Beard, a winner for best chef in the Mid Atlantic. Is that right?
Yes, all right.
I mean,
and I'm
what
very
an honor.
happy. I'm very nice for my community. And yes, it's what it is. And support. And I looking more people is coming room. And not for me. It's for the different chef and more restaurant new. It's a lot of restaurant and the people is coming.
That's great.
This is very nice.
This is one of our favorite spots. We
Okay.
love it here.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to
Enjoy
meet you too.
Philly.
yeah.
I know you can be trash.
Yeah. Thank you.
This is like the perfect day for this.
Yeah. I mean, this is perfect Philly weather. You got October when the Phillies are winning, and you got the springtime, which is just the best. I love a nice Philly summertime. It gets hot down here, but
Sure.
I do love it. But yeah, we even had a pretty mild winter this year, so no digging out of parking spots. Which,
Right.
that definitely is a plus.
No
You're
fighting over parking.
No fighting over parking spots, no digging out of a foot of snow. So if there's one benefit to climate change, it's that you're not digging your car out of on 10th Street as much anymore.
Now the Phillies, you could walk to the stadium. How far is the stadium?
Yeah, so where I am, I can literally turn right out of my front door and walk 20 blocks,
Okay.
and I literally hit outfield of Citizens Bank Park.
Wow.
Yeah, I run into it on 10th Street.
Yeah.
So so I never, like if I'm going to an Eagles game, I'm going to a Phillies game, wherever, I just walk down there. I might even bike down there on the rental bikes, and
yeah.
you can hop on the Broad Street line too. But I literally walk down to the games. It's easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, just imagine that. Not paying for parking, not fighting afterwards.
gosh,
I hop off, I get out of the game, and I just stumble on home. It's the
just
greatest.
right.
Maybe stop in for a bite, maybe stop in for a drink on the way home. It's the best.
Ride bikes on the sidewalk. You're
Never drive
supposed
bikes.
to-
Yes.
Yeah, that's etiquette.
Do you remember Trooper Ash?
Yes,
You remember
Trooper
Ash?
Trash. We never called him that.
Yes,
Trooper Ash.
Trooper-
Nice man.
He always said, you never ride a bicycle, you drive a bicycle. And you never, it's a little lesson, if you're in the city, never ride your bicycle on, it's not a side ride, it's a sidewalk. So it's for pedestrians. You ride your bike in the bike lane on the street. One of my favorite things about the city, you know, people talk about Federal Donuts, you got Dunkin' Donuts, of course, you got all these famous donut spots. For my money, the best donut in the city, right on the corner here, at 9th and Washington, Golden Donuts. I watch them make them every night. I walk my dog. I see them making them the night before. Their Boston cream donut, favorite donut in the city, by far. Right here. No, you would walk right past it, but it's the best in the city.
So we talked about biking, and you can walk. You get on the Broad Street line.
Yep.
Now, you taught me this. Tell me about sidewalk etiquette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Biggest pet peeve in the city, and it's this time of year. No offense, you got tourists coming in. They don't know how to walk in the city, okay? A sidewalk is just like any other street. You got your right side, you got your left side, you stay to the right. Now, if you're with your buddy right here, we're two, grown men shoulder to shoulder. We got some people coming towards us.
Right.
What do? Do we stay shoulder to shoulder? No. I'm gonna drop back, you're gonna
This-
keep walking.
Right.
And then you
Okay.
get single file,
See
walk
that?
right past.
This gentleman.
See, it walks right, and that's sidewalk etiquette right there. You get people coming in, they don't know how to act. You got 4 people walking shoulder to shoulder. You can't get past.
Yeah.
You're not paying attention. You're on your phone. You're walking your dog, and I love dogs, but if it's not the dog's fault, it's the owner's fault. You stay to the right. You know, usually you have plenty of space, but when it gets a little busy, single file, and you get around people. So we got somebody coming around right here. So I'm gonna duck. See, we're even demonstrating.
And this is,
demonstration.
I love it. This is
Single
actual
file.
footage that we could. This is
Yeah.
like a how-to
Yeah.
Philly. It's not
Yeah.
just where to eat. It's how to walk.
Yep.
Oh, I think that's where they coined the term. Hey, I'm walking here.
I think it might be. Yeah.
I'm walking here.
Absolutely, yes. As long as you're doing it away from other people, staying to the right.
whatever.
So last year, 2022, Christina won Best Chef in the Mid-Atlantic region from the James Beard Awards. I mean, that's the restaurant awards.
Yes.
And it's the thing I love about Philly too, because people might walk past this place and not even really notice it. It's not this huge fancy place, but it's some of the best food that you get. It's amazing, and you just pop in. And again, it's nothing fancy. It's not going to be like the big vestibule with everybody in there, like all the fancy stuff. Waiters with a red. No, it's just very simple and some of the best food and reasonable too, which that's what we want.
They take that we take our food very seriously. Like, you can't buy your way in and let's give it to her. Like, she earned that award.
Yes, yeah.
And if you just saw her, she was so humble. She said it was for the people. She said that is Philly right there, baby. That.
We got so many great restaurants here. And again, we're still on 9th Street here. This is Mole Poblano, which is great. So first of all, we got an ice cream shop. Nothing wrong with that, right? And then you got Mole Poblano right here. One of our favorites. Here's a little, I don't think it's as much as a secret anymore, but Mole Poblano is one of the many BYOBs in the city.
Okay.
That's what I love about Philly. BYOBs, it's huge. There's a lot of restaurants. They might not have the money or the zoning for a liquor license, so they don't have the bar. But there's like, all right, BYO, bring your own bottle of wine. Bring your own 3 bottles of wine. Bring a 6-pack, whatever it is.
Bourbon.
So it makes everything so cheap again too, because you're not paying the bar tab. Right. You're bringing your own bottle of wine. Hey, you can get a $7 bottle of wine if you want, right? And then you have a delicious meal, an amazing meal, and it's super cheap, and you're having a great night out.
Now, if you're not sure how that works, you bring your own beer. Now, bring your own beverage.
Yes.
But you can bring whatever you want, but they actually cater to you. They'll bring you glasses. They bring you water. They have cork openers. Like, they're ready for this.
Absolutely.
They have the appropriate glassware for this kind of thing.
Yep. We kind of look for a BYO because it cuts the price in half almost, and it's like, and also, they're not focusing on the bar; they're focusing on the food. Yes. So it's delicious food. That's the focus. You bring your own wine, you bring your own beer, whatever, to pair with it, and that's the way to go. So we're still on 9th Street here. Oh, we have the I don't know if people want to show this. This is my live Chantry market right now. Yeah. So my wife hates walking past that. She gets. So right here on this side, south of Washington, we have so many great Mexican restaurants. We have the Italian restaurants up above Washington, and then right here, Greg, a Philly icon right here, just a monument. We have Pat's and Gino steaks right here. So again, dangerous. I'm a 10-minute walk maybe from Pat's and Gino's. It's kind of rough. So let's take a look. Let's take a look over here,
please. Oh yeah, here's that. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
And you need the park because after all this eating, you got to work out. So you always have kids walking here. I see grandparents doing exercises and Tai Chi and all that stuff in the morning. Every morning when I'm walking my dog here. By the way, my dog Franklin, I want to give a shout out to him. Because we all work together here. Franklin walks here. Usually it's my wife walking him here about 6:30 in the morning. He cleans up all the cheesesteak remains. So he should be
Franklin.
He should be on the payroll of Philadelphia because he keeps the sidewalks very clean here.
Now, is he named after Ben Franklin?
Yeah, that's one of the inspirations right there. But so he's the most Philly dog. By the way, he's got his own Instagram page. I'm gonna plug him. Not even me. Him. South Philly Franklin on Instagram.
Gino's is over ahead, right? So that means Pat's isn't far.
Right across.
Far.
Yeah.
So save room.
If you stand right in the middle, you might actually disintegrate. That's it's just there is a rip in the time-space continuum directly between Pat's and Gino's. You come here about midnight, you might evaporate. Oh, speaking of being here at midnight, Insomnia Cookies as well, right there.
We mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal idea.
And Doughhead Pizza just opened recently too, which is an amazing pizza spot. So you have your Pat's and Gino's, but then you need some cookies and some amazing pizza to throw on top of that.
So the trick is you get a Pat's and then you go to Gino's. At Pat's you get one with, at Gino's you get one without. This way, the best of both. Now, I forget if it's Pat or Gino, one of them folds the meat, the other one chops the meat.
Yeah, I forget which one's
I forget which one's which.
Yeah.
So, but if you ask Pat, he does it the right way.
Yeah.
But Gino says the same thing. So you decide. You be the judge.
Hardcore
You be
rivalry.
the judge. Right. Although Gino, I think, is in the grocery store. Like you can buy his steaks in the grocery store.
I think you might be able to, yeah. But I mean, I walk right down here if I need them. You know, that's
of
the way
course.
to do
Yeah,
it.
why you got to go anywhere else?
And then,
Yeah.
so by the way, we're at the corner of 9th and Passyunk right now. Passyunk, as you know, is that weird street that goes basically at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Everything's on a grid, but it has to go down. You go down here, further down East Passyunk, and you got great bars and restaurants too. So again, just a couple minute walk from the Italian market. You got amazing restaurants, great bars right down here in East Passyunk, which is a lot of fun.
Speaking of Passyunk, now how far away is South Street from here? Are we super far?
Yeah, just about 5 blocks that way down
I love
Passyunk.
it.
Yep. So
'Cause
yeah,
Passyunk and South is that Philly AIDS thrift.
Philly Aids Thrift. Yeah, one of my I would say 80% of my clothes comes from Philly Aids Thrift, which is, if you've never been, you got to check it out. First of all, it's for a great cause, and it's just a thrift store, and it's a gigantic. It's like a I don't like to call it a thrift store. It's like a thrift department store. It's huge. It's got everything. It's got clothes. It's got books. It's got furniture. They have a designated Christmas room. So if you ever need Christmas decorations in April,
Right.
they got
Come.
it. But I get a lot of my clothes from the thrift store there, and it's like a cool, hip, weird place. One of my favorite spots
Definitely.
in Philadelphia.
So this is what's cool about Philly. Like, look at this park. It's a monster. They got a whole soccer field here. So you got a view of Center City. There's the skyline. I love it. Yeah. So, I mean, you got the park, you got the neighborhood, you got the walkability, but you got the skyline.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking, it's what, 3-4 miles from here?
Yeah, it's like a mile and a half. It's right there, so it's very walkable. My wife works in Center City. She can walk right into the office. But you know, it's so funny. It's such a different vibe in Center City, as you know. I mean, we're in
yeah.
South Philly right now, where it's our radius of where we travel for bars, for restaurants, for stores. It's sometimes it's rare that I even get into Center City very often, unless I'm working there, doing a club in there or whatever, where we got everything right here. So it's our own vibe here in South Philly, which I love. We have the accessibility to Center City, but you know, it's almost like I feel like a local. It's like going to the big city versus just staying in the neighborhood right here.
Yeah, this is definitely like neighborhood bound. I mean, there's,
Yes.
I mean, the park just amazes me. There's
Yep.
a whole baseball field here, literally.
Yeah.
South Philly, I say it a lot, it's like your old friend. It's like your old pal
Yep.
from growing up.
Yeah.
Old faithful. Definitely.
I don't like the
city
way
of
you
neighbor-
keep saying old, but go ahead. I'll take
Older.
it. I'll accept it.
You're not old, you're older.
Or older. We'll take it. But it is, right? It's like it just feels. It's a comfortable place. It's a great spot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we saw maybe a 20th of the food
Sure.
options
Oh,
in
man.
my neighborhood right away. So it's all about the food, but the people are great, and yeah, just you have everything you need right here within a couple blocks.
Right, and I don't think that's what a lot of people realize. Like, ooh, you're gonna be in a neighborhood, you're gonna have family, you're gonna have friends, but you're also gonna be able to get to literally everything you need, and a huge variety, especially in South Philly. Other parts too, but that's for another video.
Frowned upon another. It's great. Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit up a couple of real estate points here. I mean,
Yeah.
we are living in Philadelphia, which we really learned how it is to live in Philadelphia today, especially in South Philly. So real estate land, Bella Vista, your median price point's around maybe 400,000, but you can get something in the twos even for half of that. South Philly, your old friend, like I said, maybe $250,000, 260, 265. In fact, we just got a listing on South Carlisle Street. It's probably closer to Newbold, but
Yep.
you're still in that great price point. 2-3 bedrooms, sometimes 1.5 baths, finished basements.
A lot of finished basements in South Philly. A lot of finished basements.
Right, you need that extra space. There's not a ton of off-street parking, but you know, like Chip said, he uses his car maybe once a week or something.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So I'm not coming in and out. It's really
yeah.
convenient.
And we found parking pretty easily. We have the whole camera crew with us. Thank you, by the way, camera crew, Rich, who's the gaffer, the director of photography, the producer,
The best boy,
the lighting boy, everything. Thank you for your pride and service. So rentals are going to be in that maybe $1,800 to $2,200 price point. You want to looking for investing? Duplexes are probably about $500,000. But make good money. They definitely hit the 1% rule. From there, the sky's the limit. I saw a place out on 9th Street that was available. So if you're looking to maybe do some competing barbacoa, give me a call.
So yeah, so this is we're back on 10th Street right now. By the way, this is I just went for a run yesterday because you got to work off the cannolis, you got to work off the barbacoa.
I knew that.
So what I do is a lot of times I'll go for my my 4-mile run, Greg.
Okay.
I do it, and I turn out of my apartment and I run straight down to the stadium. I touch the stadium and then I run back and I get my 4 miles in.
Holy
So it's
cow.
like about 2 miles down, 2 miles back. Never leave 10th Street, just straight shot.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
now a mile is 10 blocks. Is that right? Would you say it's 10 city
yeah,
blocks?
Yeah, 10 city. Tenth of a mile is a block.
About
roughly,
a block, right? Roughly. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
So you can always say, hey, we're 20 blocks down, 2 miles down.
2 miles away.
Speaking of transportation, getting some exercise.
Oh yeah.
I use these guys a lot. Here are the rental bikes. And of course, you can see a lot of them are used right now because a lot of people are working in Center City during the day. So they take them during the morning, ride them into Center City, and then ride them back. And this will be filled tonight. But these are the Indigo bikes.
Yes.
I have a subscription. You just all I do is I pop on my phone if I want it, and get the code. It pops out, and I can travel anywhere in the city I want, and then drop it off somewhere else in the city. So
Anywhere
again,
else.
So again, I have to go somewhere tonight. I'm not taking my car. I got to go all the way across town. I could walk it because Philly is very walkable. I mean, almost any place in the city you can get to if you have the time to walk. But even easier, I can just hop on one of these rental bikes, and I'm there in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we talk about this a lot. How they make it accessible for you. They have the bike. Most of the streets have a lane for the bike.
A lot of bike lanes. Yeah, it makes it a lot
There's
safer.
a ton of these around the city. Solar powered.
I mean, I'm not doing tricks on them like the skateboard guy, but it gets you from point A to point B. That's all I'm looking for.
Now they even have some kind of a ride share. They have a lot of ride share programs. Oh, you got to hit up the compost. Like,
Oh, yeah.
this is like Philly, man. Like, we care. These look at the greenhouse.
Yep.
Right here in the park. This whole garden.
Got an urban garden. You have a lot of urban gardens around this area. Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
Got Antonio's Deli right down there. Dangerous sandwiches. So good.
Recently,
Oh,
not
that's great.
far.
Yeah.
And there it was 1700 block of South Fifth. Okay.
By the way, you know, one of the greatest things, I don't know about you, Greg, but South Philly has definitely brought out the Christmas spirit in me. I always like Christmas, but like
Yeah, okay.
you wait to put your tree up.
Sure.
You don't make a whole thing about it. You put it up a couple days before Christmas to keep it up. A lot of people down here, Thanksgiving, the tree's up,
Yeah.
everything's lit. So that's what we do now. We
Right.
Thanksgiving weekend, we have the tree up.
Right.
We
They
get it
can't
all
wait to- right,
decorated.
right. They don't want to take it down. Right. You're like, oh, I got to take it down now.
Right, exactly. A lot of a couple blocks away, you got Miracle on 13th Street, which is for a couple blocks, every house on the block, decorated to the nines. Just,
Oh, wow.
it's just like it's thousands and thousands of Christmas lights. They blast music. There's my buddy does Founding Footsteps tours, and one of his tours he does is Christmas tours. He takes a trolley. You can jump on the trolley, and they play Christmas music on the trolley, and then he takes you to all the neighborhoods that are really decorated for Christmas. So all during December, you can jump on that trolley and go around and see honestly it's mostly in South Philly, like these great neighborhoods that just everybody kind of rallies together and just
Right.
and they all get decked out.
Now you said the Footsteps tours, right?
Yeah, Founding Footsteps.
Yes,
yeah.
we talked about that on one of our videos. I love that.
It's my buddy Timmy. Yeah,
We'll put the link.
He's a great guy. He does
Yeah.
walking tours of Philly. He does different
Yeah.
theme tours. He's got a crime tour. I just helped him with
Love
a music history tour of Philadelphia. We talked about where Hall & Oates met for the first time, American Bandstand, tons of different things. So yeah, Founding Footsteps is a great.
We're going to put his link on there. I know we talked about it, and we just found it just from being around. But hey, tell Tim that we could share our info, but he probably knows better than us. We did a whole video on the Rocky tour.
Sure.
All
yeah.
the parts where he lived, where his gymnasium was. You could do that
Yep.
too. Although part of it you have to go to Kensington, so you might want to just watch yourself.
We walked right down the Italian market. That's where he ran. By the way, if you watch that scene in Rocky where he's training, he's running down the Italian market, and the guy flips him an orange, that was just a guy from Philly just improvising. He wasn't supposed to do that, but Rocky was running past him. It was just one of the vendors, and he's like, "Hey, here's an orange."
Hey, oh,
grab it. Yep.
Right. Who wouldn't?
We saw a lot of great restaurants.
Definitely.
We saw some bakeries. We saw some great Italian places. The produce.
I remember.
I want to show you one of my favorite restaurants in South Philadelphia, in my neighborhood. Let's walk this way, Greg.
Okay.
Okay. Come here around 6, 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
This place is packed. And it's right here. We got this taco burrito truck right here. Amazing burritos. I think they're $7.
Yeah.
And they are the size of your head.
Sure.
And they're delicious. And everybody kind of hangs out here. We'll just grab our tacos, we grab our burritos. But never overestimate, or underestimate, I guess. Never underestimate the power of a food truck. Some of the best burritos I've ever had came from the back of this truck right here. Amazing. And they're always right here. They're always right here. Of course. So we're back here, almost back here at Bardacina Park. We can play our bocce match.
Okay, we get a rematch.
Yeah, exactly. So this is it. I love it's the trees this time of year are beautiful. They're blooming. I mean, it's like we're down in the city. We can get a little bit of nature too.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have the flower garden over here.
Right back to our London. And still haven't left.
Greg, we're back here at the park at Bardacina, and I mean, how many of those restaurants are you going to eat at right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to pretty much do a loop again and just stop. It might take me 3-4 hours, but I'm going to go around.
Yeah.
I'll start with the cannoli, because you always start with dessert.
Yeah. Then work your way back. You get your steps in though. We got our steps in today.
Definitely.
That's the exercise.
I totally worked off the cannoli, so now I have to work off those cheesesteaks I'm going to have. So you know, we do a lot of vlogging.
Yeah.
We've never done anything like this, and I have to say, I'm very excited. Like, I forgot I was working. You know, I mean, this is fun, and you know, just to see the neighborhood and the people and the culture.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've ever brought it to the people like you have, and I mean that sincerely, and I thank you.
And I gotta say, I got a free cannoli.
If you'd like a free cannoli, give me a call. If you want a free house, I can try to talk you out of that.
It's gonna be a little more difficult. Yeah, you can make it happen though.
My treat,
Yeah.
our treat. We'll figure it out. But thank you, and we'll see you again.
Absolutely. Let's do this again.
Check out Chip. We're going to put his website below. We're going to check out his tours. We're going to check out his dog Franklin. What was it? South
Philly Franklin. Yeah, he's he takes this same loop every single day, a couple times. Yeah.
Have a great day, everybody.
Go Birds.
Peace.